welcome back to Six Cars. We've got the photo vest on. You can see we are trackside here at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, or as Motorsport, some of you may know it. You can see cars rolling behind me getting ready to do a hill climb. This is the Drive Festival, so the Canadian Goodwood Festival of Speed. So many cool, crazy cars on display, and a lot of them are tracking too, doing a hill climb event. It's going to be an epic couple of days, guys, so be sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already. Like, comment, share. You already know what to do, guys, so let's get to it and go check out Drive Festival.
Okay, so underneath the FAF tent, it's pretty much always the coolest place to be during Drive Festival. We start off here with not one, but two 918s. So the black one, obviously, and then we've got this like frozen like matte silver. Looks really, really good. I do believe these are aftermarket Brixton forged wheels too. You can kind of see the little green marking just in front of the acid green brakes. Looks really, really good. Non-Wysack pack. So pretty clean, doesn't have like the extra weight savings, but looks really, really good. 918, obviously aging super well. But just over there, you can see the Pagani Utopia, which I hope you guys aren't tired of it. I know we've seen it a few times. But in front of that, we're also going to be checking out two Singers. So let's head over there. Okay, so some of the coolest cars that we have on display at Drive Festival are the Singers. So we have the original DLS, or what was before the DLS, the 911 Turbo Study. So based on the 930, and yeah, just super lightweight and a ton of upgrades on it, we know from Singer. But then the finished product here, the DLS Turbo. So obviously the DLS cars are super lightweight, developed with Williams Advanced Engineering from the Formula 1 team. I believe this is pushing out like 700 horsepower from the Turbo Flat 6. And obviously what stands out is that huge wide body, the classic style wheels that you would see on like an old Porsche 934 or 935 are incredible. The gold looks so nice on this. Incredibly expensive too. $1.8 million, I believe it is, for the DLS Turbo. A lot of weird, interesting bits, like each individual valve costing about $30,000. Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart, but it looks incredible. Yeah, so the back, as we can see, really, really sticks out. You can see how much wider these new carbon fiber wide body panels are on the DLST. You can see the original body underneath and just how far that back end sticks out. And then the wing, if I remember correctly, was not on the back of the car at Monterey Car Week. Apparently they could not fit it onto the trailers in California with the wing on, but now in Canada we got the big old boxy wing on it, which looks wicked. And then there's all these little touches, like these little ducts at the back for the extra ventilation. You've got these new GT4 RS style intakes at the back, which just provides a little bit of extra sound in the cabin. That sounds so good. If you've watched videos on the GT4 RS, I think all the reviewers, and most of them, have raved about those sounds. There's so many cool touches on the DLST. You can see the rear diffuser too. Looks so good. Now inside the DLS Turbo is pretty damn unique. So carbon fiber bucket seats. You can see it's still got that retro styling, but very, very race car like. The manual gearbox with the exposed linkage is awesome. A very simple steering wheel, a lot of analog bits to it, and yeah, tons and tons of carbon fiber. That's what makes it the DLS. That's what makes it so lightweight. I mean, look at that. You even have crank windows, so no power windows, anything to save a bit of weight. This car is absolutely incredible. And just behind these Singers, we have the Utopia reunited again. I think this may be the third or fourth time we've seen this car in the past month, but obviously it's still cool to see the new flagship Pagani, the successor to the Huayra, finished in all carbon fiber. Yeah, never really gets old. We'll take another look at the interior here as we jump in. Yeah, so as we know, offered in manual or the automatic with the paddles. This one is not the manual, unfortunately, but very cool that they brought that back as an option. All analog inside. You can see the inserts on the seats are almost like a wicker basket. It's really cool. And we still have that glorious AMG V12 in the back powering the Pagani. So nice to see that that has not gone away as everything is starting to go electric and small four-cylinder. The V12s are sticking around for the foreseeable future on the Paganis. Move further down the aisle here after looking at those Singers, tons and tons of Hypercars still to check out. Drive Fest never disappoints. We got the LaFerrari, a nice MC20 Cielo series. We've got the 812 Competizione, which is so cool. This car has really grown on me. Every time I see it, I just like it more and more. This spec is really good too. This sort of like matte frozen red looks really nice. So see it in better lighting there, the matte frozen red on the 812 Comp. Yeah, again, just so good to see. I absolutely love this. Better than the F12 TDF, in my opinion. Got the McLaren Senna, which is really nice in this spec. Has all these like Brazilian accents on it, and the green and yellow, obviously paying homage to the man himself, Ayrton Senna. Really nice. Then we've got the ballistic Lamborghini Reventon that has the fighter jet styling on it. This is one that has absolutely gotten better with age. You can see how it sort of paved the way for the Aventador design too. All these little design cues on it that look very Aventador-like. But yeah, 1 of 20 in the world, so pretty damn cool to see it here at Drive Festival, the Lamborghini Reventon. Yeah, so what I meant before, the interior of the Reventon, you can sort of see all the little styling cues that you would get from fighter jet. Once the dash and everything is lit up, you can see all the instrument clusters definitely scream like an F-18 or something like that. The coolest thing is sort of this like greenish gray interior that you have that is unique to the Reventon. They all come with that interior. They're all finished in the matte gray too. Such a special car. There's a couple of track-only cars too. We've got the Huracan Super Trofeo, the Evo 2. So tons of new aero compared to the original Huracan Super Trofeo Evo. The lights are very different too, with bigger front splitter, new canards. You also get that like shark fin up top, behind, or sorry, in front of that rear swan neck GT wing, and the Porsche 935 finished in the Canadian style plaid, very reminiscent of Pfaff's 911 GT3R that they race in IMSA, so that's obviously pretty damn cool. Homage to the original 935s, but yeah, crazy lineup as always. Shouts out to the guys at Autostrada, Lucas, the whole team. They always deliver with the supercars and hypercars. Check it out, just across from that line of hypercars from Autostrada, we've got the Alfa Romeo C42 F1 car from 2022, so pretty wild that someone actually acquired this. It is just the show car. Nevertheless, pretty damn cool to see a modern day Formula 1 car in the flesh. Of course, not many people get to see these up close and personal, and these obviously the new body style. So very different from the previous Formula 1 cars from, you know, the past 20 years or so. A lot of radical design changes, but yeah, that Alfa Romeo looks really good. We got a Ferrari 50 back there as well, and there is another special car that will be filling into the slot behind it. Pretty tight in here, obviously huge crowds, but purple carbon fiber Pagani Huayra Roadster. Always nice to see. I think this is the same one that we did see last year, but some accents have changed where a lot of the parts were gold, have now been blacked out, but always still cool to see that front license plate placement. It's kind of interesting, just stuck on there with electrical tape. Do what you gotta do, I guess, but yeah, always good to see another Pagani. New Ford GTs in 2 different heritage liveries. You got the Golf with all the stickers on it. I think they're actually from factory too, so that's pretty cool that Ford could spec it like that in the original Golf livery. And then we've got this GT over here with the gold and sort of like reddish orange accents that matches the Mark II that we saw it just pull out, but this is the road car version to go with it, so that's pretty damn sweet. climb action now, being led by the Z Pace car and the 918. And yeah, looks like there's a lot of JDM to start with, so that'd be cool. There are some race cars as well. Finally see these cars in action. Yeah, so plenty of cool stuff under the tents here in the other paddocks as well. This really nice classic Avis GT 911. You see Viper ACR, the SLS back there. That is super cool. A Sport Clio Renault V6. Very, very nice to see those. Obviously import, so pretty rare over here. The mid-engine V6 Clio, super cool. Crazy that they did that to a hatchback, the mid-engine, absolutely insane. Right behind the driver's seats. Original McLaren M1A, which is pretty damn cool. Paved the way for like the M1Bs and M1Cs that raced in Can-Am. You can see we've got some 458s, Performante Spider, just a little bit of everything over here. Flip around, nice row of exotics, Aventador S, GT3 RS. Just a good mix of cars here at Drive Festival, as there always is. And this one here, this AMG GT Black Series, is actually pretty special. If you notice the livery on the back with all the Mercedes Tri-Stars and all the Petronas colored accents that sort of pay tribute to the Formula One team. Well, this is the Project One edition, so you can only get this car in this livery if you order the Mercedes AMG One Hypercar. Now, the AMG One is not road legal in North America, so I'm not really sure what this guy's going to be doing with his allocation, but he's still got the Project One Edition Black Series, which is pretty damn cool. Heard that Huracan Super Trofeo revving over here, quite possibly the fastest and scariest police car in North America, a new Corvette Z06 with the Ontario Provincial Police. Yeah, do not run from this thing if you had any intention to. That is not the car you want to see in your rearview mirror on the highway, that's for sure. But kind of cool that they've brought this out. They're doing a hill climb with it too, so always interesting. Bit of Itasha action. More Itasha, let's go. This is what we're here for, everybody. Yeah, one thing I do like about Drive Fest is just the sheer variety of the cars. You know, everything from like an old Datsun like 240Z, Chevy Mustang, Vipers, SLR Roadster there, the PTS Boxster Spider, R34 GTR, just like a little bit of everything. Look at that. We even got a Plymouth Superbird over there. That is super cool. It's a bit of a homologation specialist car, the Roadrunner Superbird from Plymouth. Well, the Dodge variant was. I know the Charger Daytona to race in NASCAR, and then they just made the Plymouth version of it. But always super cool to see. That wing is just hilarious and comically huge. And yeah, with a cartoon character on the back, it's named after. So only makes sense they've got some weird bits on it. Look at that. That we just watched being built in Toronto, but I guess that will probably pretty much do it for our time here at Drive Fest. So watch these Porsches and the 675LT and the Huracan STO roll out, I guess, but that pretty much does it for another year here at Drive Fest, guys. Another great event. Only gets better every year, I think. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tons of cool cars, and yeah, we'll watch these roll out, and I'll see you guys next time.